Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to open up and disassemble this DELL Latitude 7420. Right, we're going to be using a JAS1 screwdriver, and we're going to be undoing all the screws from the bottom. I usually work on it with the opening facing me. Okay, so let's go ahead and undo all these screws. So for some reason the customer said this computer stopped turning on, so let's see what's going on with this. Okay. We'll get all these screws. The screws appear to be attached to the base, so you just undo it till you hear it click, and then stop there. Okay. Get all these screws out. And let's take a look. Alright, so we got all the screws out. I'm going to get my fingernails in the gap between the bottom cover, and I'm just going to slide that along as I pull up on it to undo the clips. Alright, and we're going to go along the side as well, and there you go. Bottom cover comes off pretty easily. You can see the screws stay attached. I don't want to flip it over just in case they fall out, but you can see that's how the screws go. Okay, we got this. We're going to clean this out a little bit because it is a little dusty. It says to remove the heatsink before removing the motherboard. But this is how I clean it. I hold the fan slightly, and then I'll just brush it to loosen up the dust, and then I have a little air blower I use to get that out. So I'm going to take this outside to clean it up. But first thing, let's go ahead and disconnect the battery here. So we got this battery connector here, and it looks like there's just a pull tab. So we're going to make sure to just carefully hold down the motherboard. I'm going to hold it on this little square piece here, and we're just going to pull straight up, I think. Yep, there we go. So there we have the battery disconnected. We're going to open up the laptop and then press and hold the power button for at least 15 seconds to drain any residual power. Sometimes if they're lucky, it could be just a temporary short on the motherboard, and after draining this power and reconnecting the power source, the battery, it might turn on just fine. So we'll give that a try and see what happens. Alright, it doesn't look like there's any upgradable RAM on here. The power supply, the Wi-Fi card or wireless card is soldered to the motherboard, so you can't remove that. You can disconnect the antenna. CPU soldered to the motherboard, connected right there. Looks like the LCD LVDS connectors here, 2 screws. You can pop this cable out, and a little connector here that's probably for like the cameras or the microphones or something. There's a bunch of little connectors here. This one says something, a sensor, and this one says JSEN. I don't know. Alright, and then you got another cable here. Geez, what are all these cables going into the thing here? So this screen has a whole bunch of cables going into it, probably like the cameras and other things like that. You got a little cable here with a flip latch to undo for the headphone jack or auxiliary port. You got one speaker here connected with this cable here. Alright, and then there's a red and black wire that runs along down here to connect this speaker here. Right, you got this little connector here for the LED indicator light, which connects to the motherboard there. And then you got 2 cables here and 1 cable here. I'm not 100% sure what's what, but since I'm not going to be taking out the battery, most likely one's for the keyboard, touchpad, trackpad, and then I'm not sure what that's for. Huh, there's so many little connectors here. Then you got this one here, most likely is for the power button and the fingerprint sensor reader. Oh, the magnet's in this, kind of strong. Right, there's also a little flip latch here. It says speaker, but nothing's connected. And then you have this little cable connector here for the fan. Not really much else to look at in here. There's an M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD. They actually even show you instructions here how to remove it. Basically, you undo that screw and undo this screw, then you can pull this heatsink off. The SSD comes up at an angle and you slide it out that way. Alright, but that's pretty much it. Not really gonna show much else in here because I don't want to mess around with too much. I'm gonna clean the dust off and then blow it out real quick, and then we'll put the battery back in and see if it powers on okay. Alright, I don't know what JHP1 stands for. Oh, sorry. This cable is for that board. I don't know why I was thinking it was for something else. So most likely one's for keyboard and one's for touchpad, trackpad. Okay, I'm going to blow the dust out and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. We cleaned out the dust there. I noticed this battery screw is loose. Let's actually lift up the battery. Why not? Oh, all the battery screws are loose. I wonder if somebody was trying to work on this. Why are all the battery screws loose? Alright, let's go ahead and take this screw off. Maybe the customer brought it somewhere to get it worked on. I'm gonna go ahead and get this cable out, okay. And let's go ahead and lift the battery up and out. Okay, so here's what the battery looks like. Alright, underneath here, you do have the keyboard connector here, keyboard backlight connector here. You got this, I don't know what this is, like an NFC connector or something, I don't know. But that's connecting to this board. So the touchpad has this cable running along and then connecting to here. So touchpad connects right here, which also has the keyboard connected. This NFC connector plugs in over here and also has this connector for the smart card reader here, and that connects with the wire here. There's also another, oh, I guess that wire's for the NFC. Yeah, so NFC and smart card reader connect to the motherboard here. Keyboard and touchpad connect to the motherboard there. Alright, so I don't really see anything else to do inside of here. Let's go ahead and get this battery back in. In terms of fixing it, it might be a dead motherboard, and I don't do like motherboard repair. I'm not sure how to diagnose all these little components, so that I have someone I work with that works on those, and we can see if they can figure it out. But yeah, let's get all these back in. Okay, and I don't know why these screws were all loose here. That kind of worries me a little bit. Okay, I think we got them all tightened into place. Alright, we got this one screw here we gotta put back. And we'll see if we're somehow lucky and it turns on. But I'm doubtful. I think it's something on the motherboard is just fried. Alright, we'll get the battery connector back on, just line it up and push it back down, click it into place. Let's go ahead and open this up. If you're wondering, most likely the CMOS BIOS battery is part of the main battery. Okay, right now the power button's not even lighting up, so let's go ahead and plug this in. Okay, is this light coming on at all? No. So the charge port charger indicator light isn't coming on, so nothing is happening at all. Let's try the power button. Nothing at all. Okay, I'm gonna press and hold the power button for about 15. Oh, we got some light on the keyboard and on the power button now, but I don't know if anything's gonna happen. Let's see. Caps lock light is lit up. This light still is not doing anything. Yeah, I don't know if they damaged it trying to wipe it with some kind of wet wipe or something. You can see there's like water residue, like it looks like they smeared in, then it dried up like that. But yeah, keyboard light and power button light are lit up. The backlight and everything is lit up, but not this light. So I have a feeling it's completely dead. Fan's not spinning. Yeah, I think the motherboard's probably toast. Nothing showing up at all here. Usually I think if the Dells have like a screen issue, it'll like beep and do something, but nothing's happening. Alright, this connector here I believe is for like a network card for ones that use a SIM card. Alright, I don't know if it would work with an SSD. The thing looks like it's flipped, so I don't know. Anyways, nothing is happening. Fan's not spinning. Oh, actually, we got it on. So, we might have been lucky there. Okay, I'm gonna shut this down. Will it let me? Oh, I have to press Control-Delete. And then I can go ahead and shut this down. So we're gonna shut this down. Okay, I think we got that to work. You can see the fan is spinning. Maybe it's not showing the charging light just because I'm using an Apple charger. I don't have a Dell USB-C charger. But anyways, as you can see, it's working now. So we're gonna go ahead and get the cover back on. So when you get this on, you have to put this side in first at an angle. All right, slowly lower this down just like that. Click everything into place, and then we'll get all these screws in. Okay, just like this. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, please make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. It looks like they broke the screw mount here because that one doesn't even go in. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Thanks for watching. Again, like, subscribe, share my channel with others. If you can, contribute a little to the channel. Helps me continue making these videos for a living. And if you can't, or even if you can, it'd be very helpful if you can watch a few others of my video to tell the algorithm that my channel is being watched and useful. Alright, so that's pretty much it. We're going to open this back up. Make sure it turns on, and we should be good to go. Okay, let's see here. Wow, it's taking a while to turn on. I see the power button lit up. Something's weird with this computer. Power button's lit up, but nothing else is happening. So I don't know. It turned on just for that moment, and then now it's stuck again. Oh, or maybe it doesn't have enough power. Maybe the battery's bad, because now it just shut off itself. So let's plug this in again and power that up. Huh. No keyboard backlight, nothing. Yeah, this one I guess is pretty iffy. It's not like, looks like that might not have fixed it. It might have been like a temporary thing to get it on, and then it just seems to have died again. So anyways, we'll have to figure it out later because it's probably going to be a motherboard issue. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next one. Let's drop this. Bye.